Más. Bien. Pon el bote. Ahí está.
And look at the blood now, just flowing out of the nose of Ivan Hernandez.
Why don't they run the sticks up there with something on it to stop that bleeding?
Here's some of the action right here. In round number 5, a right hand doubling up. See, 3 right hands in a row right there by Wilfredo Vazquez Jr.
You know, he may have a broken nose.
I think he's got a broken nose, without a doubt.
And
it happened in the second round.
They didn't run any cotton buds up there. They didn't put any Abatine on it. Here we go. This is round 6. This is when Vazquez told me he was going to turn the lights out of Hernandez. Let's see if he executes.
From 6 on, here it comes. Hurricane Wilfredo Vazquez Jr. Papito, WV2, whatever you want to call him.
He's filled with confidence. Did a little bit of a shuffle there. Look at the legs, driving off the back foot. There's another piece of equipment down. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but you know, with Vazquez, Hernandez now knowing he's got a broken nose, he's got to really step it up.
Yeah, but Vazquez is making a miss and he's slipping around again. I don't know, maybe he had a problem with the tape on his shoes and he's slipping now. It's a good lesson for the corner of Vazquez. Don't ever wear new shoes in a fight. Yes. They look good, but they're no good.
Yeah, scuff them up, mark them up. Make sure you got traction underneath that.
You're going to wear new shoes. Go in the parking lot before the fight and scrape them all up in the bottom.
And you know, the referee, Teliasimino has seen the tape. Let's see if he reaches down and gets that out of there.
Yeah, he did. He just tossed it out. But you notice again, Vazquez slipping. And here comes Hernandez landing some shots.
There's the tape. He almost went down right there from the slip.
Yeah, he did. And again, you heard Armando say in the first round, you know, a slip and he is down in a fight that's this close. I only have 1 point separating after 5. You get called for a knockdown because you slip. Although Teliasimino is one of the best referees in boxing, you know, hopefully he'd spot it. But if the referee's in too tight and doesn't see it, and that guy hits the canvas for any reason.
And we did that fight, the Nino Romero, Rodel Mayo, where they stepped on his foot. When at that particular point, the referee was trying to break him up. And that ended the fight right there.
We're in the 6th round in an action-packed fight. Good boxing by Vazquez, but he's slipping all over the place again. Maybe he didn't like the tape on his shoes, but he sure is slipping around again.
Now doubling up on his shots.
You notice how much more power he had in the last round when he had the footing?
Yeah. No, without a doubt.
He still has the tape on the left foot, I believe.
Well, they'll see if they can get that.
Uppercut, right hand.
And now he's working him up against the rope right there.
33, 32, 31, 30 seconds to go in the 6th round. This is another good boxing round for Vazquez. He's taking advantage. Double left hooks. Boxing on the inside. Hernandez's game, but he's taking punishment now. This is the heaviness of the punching of Wilfredo Vazquez. So all the studying that Hernandez has done is not paying off at this moment.
Now this is Vazquez's fight right now.
Wild with the right hand. Vazquez scores with the uppercut. The bell ends the 6th round. Certainly a Vazquez round in my book. I'm going to go back to you, Armando. How have you had it scored?
Through 6, I have it 57-57. I gave the first 3 rounds to Hernandez, the last 3 to Vazquez. Vazquez picked up the pace in that 3rd round, landed the better shots, had him hurt, was landing some good body shots. And in this round, he was imposing his will again. He's the stronger fighter.
So he still has the tape on his shoes, as we saw.
There it is right there. And see, the problem is right there on the balls of your feet. That's the part that gets smooth. And it's very, very hard to get good footing, and especially when you're stepping on the tape area right here, because that's like a vinyl latex type of paint that's very slippery.
You know, they can put sand in that and make it a lot better, but they don't seem to do it. We're coming up to round 7 in Kissimmee, Florida. We're at the Silver Spurs Arena. I'm the Colonel Bob Sheridan, along with Benny Ricardo. Armando Alvarez has joined us to help us keep score and doing a terrific job. I've got it 58-56. Armando's got it even now. Benny, where are you on this?
I got it 58-56 for Vazquez. Very wet now. They finally got to it. Very wet in the corner right there with Wilfredo Vazquez Jr. Tutico Zavala now cleaning it up.
All right, again, round 7 just underway here. A terrific prize fight.
Hernandez complaining right before that last round ended when he took a shot from Vazquez Jr.
Paco Valcarcel is thrilled with this outlet as he takes the WBO to the convention in Cartagena, Colombia on Sunday this week. Actually, I suppose it's Sunday next week, right? A week from Sunday.
Good shot right there by Hernandez. Straight left getting in there.
Sliding around to his left is Vazquez. Now he's up on his toes, back to boxing. Again, he's positioning with the jab. He's not throwing that with bad intentions, which means the right hand is coming.
And Hernandez found a way to go ahead and get out of that right hand, but it's just a matter of time here for Vazquez Jr. to come back with it.
Well, Vazquez Jr. is just setting up with the left hand right now. It's the right hand he wants to drop. He wants to drop the right hand, and it'll come soon.
And you know, he times it right above the left hand of Hernandez.
What he does, Benny, is actually he pushes down the left hand, and I see he slipped that time again, so he couldn't get it off. But his idea is to push down the left hand, sneak off the left shoulder of Hernandez, and then blast him with the right. All this is positioning right now. He's all just timing and positioning with his left hand. He wants to throw the right, and he wants to throw it with bad malice of forethought.
But meanwhile, though, right now Hernandez is scoring. Good right hand, there it is.
He got one good right hand, and then he got a body shot in there, and Hernandez felt it.
And now they're talking to each other.
And Telesa Semenyo says, hey, no talking, guys. You're here to fight. We'll talk after the fight.
You know, Wilfredo's got a lot of blood on his face. I don't know if that's
I get an idea it's from the gloves and the nose of Hernandez. I don't see where he's cut. He had a little tiny thing in the middle of his forehead.
Yeah, he had that. He's had that since before the fight.
There's a jab. There's the left hook with authority. 33 seconds, and he pushes down. Dangerous thing to do, you know.
Yeah,
you got to be very careful when the referee's in that tight.
Especially if he's not able to see that.
Well, Tellis is such an experienced referee. He knew what he was doing. The guy was putting pressure on him, pushing him down, and he just went down. You know, he used to do a lot of that was Lennox Lewis. Lennox was a very smart fighter. He pushed guys down with that huge body, and as they start to go, he'd blast them with the right hand. Still a lot of sliding on those new shoes of Vazquez. The bell ends the 7th round. That's a closer round.
I'm going with Hernandez.
And a more difficult round to score. And you know what? I think I'll go with Hernandez. And Amanda, we got to get your thoughts because these points are very close now.
I went with Hernandez as well. I have it 67-66 now for Hernandez.
I got it the other way, 67-66 for Vazquez Jr. And now they're finally applying the Q-tip to the nose. Actually, both sides now trying to stop that blood.
Maybe they're listening to the telecast, Benny. We mentioned the shoes. They put the tape in the shoes. We said they had to get the buds up inside that nose to stop that bleeding with the adrenaline. I think it's 1 to 1,000 they're allowed to put up there in the nose and on cuts. We're coming up to the 8th round in Kissimmee, Florida. The Colonel Bob Sheridan, along with Armando Alvarez and my longtime partner Benny Ricardo, and we've got a dandy of a fight. I've got young Vazquez leading by 1 point. Vazquez decked out in the very light purple trunks that look white in your screen with purple trim, dark purple trim. Benny mentioned that that's in dedication to his niece who died tragically 3 years ago.
Her name was Noeris. That's his angel, he says. That's who watches over me in the ring. Well, and right away, he's going to warn him about pushing him.
Nice stiff jab. Now, this jab is different from the jab in the last round, rather. This jab is a jab meant to be a jab, meant to be a punch. Hernandez adjusts nicely, too, comes with the uppercut. A lot of people thought this fight would be over by 5 or 6. But Hernandez has proven a very worthy and one of the best opponents that Vazquez has faced. And it's a close fight. Vazquez scoring in this round now. And you wonder if this is the round that Daddy said, go ahead and turn it up a notch. Because he's beating him to the punch. And look at the movement, Benny.
Yeah, Daddy stayed in the corner for a long, long time. Got a warning about seconds out. He stayed in there for a long time. So maybe that was the command. But look at these movement. Excellent movements on the part of Vazquez Jr.
Hernandez in great shape himself.